Okay, moving on. Bigger news. I did mention it just previously, but WWE and Endeavor are coming to the end of the line, and it's going to happen tomorrow. September 12th, 2023 is the day that TKO Group Holdings officially goes public on the New York Stock Exchange, and this will be the tonight being the 11th is the final WWE Monday Night Raw that will be wholly produced by the McMahon family, with the McMahons firmly in charge, Vince owning 80% of the company. Going forward, Vince will own 51%, I believe, or 51% of the stock. um I believe that's what it is, uh of the WWE part of TKO. So it's not even 51% of the whole company. So he could be overruled. Um, with that said, this coming from CagesideSeats.com, uh, there was a press release actually put out by the WWE on the 7th, just a number of days ago. And we knew back in April they announced it, that Endeavor planned to purchase WWE and merge it with the UFC to form the TKO group holdings. It obviously takes a while to finalize. You got to go follow with the SEC, which even the SEC looked into different things, and there were supposedly some lawsuits coming out thinking that there was some inflation of the WWE stock. And not to mention with Vince's public problems that he's had, there's been quite a number of things that have been in the works uh, trying to get this out and done. But officially, as of tomorrow, it will be done. So this is what the press release says. Endeavor Group Holdings and World Wrestling Entertainment today announced they expect to close the previously announced transaction to form TKO Group Holdings Incorporated on September 12th, after which time TKO will begin trading on the New York Stock Exchange with the ticker symbol of TKO. Endeavor is EVR currently. WWE is obviously WWE, so it will be TKO. Now, there's a number of things that go into this, and there's a number of office personnel that are scared, rightfully so, in that the fact is that you've got to think that both WWE and UFC Endeavor have duplicate uh positions. You don't need two of whatever. You don't need double. So there are going to be some layoffs in the office end, in the corporate end. With that said, I don't think that there's necessarily going to be as many as they expect. Reason being is that you need somebody in TKO now who knows the wrestling business on every aspect of it. Yeah, there are going to be some like accountants and maybe some legal that may not be with a new merged company and have to be let go. My thinking is that you're going to see more people from UFC being let go and more people from WWE staying. Reason being is that you need people that are on the law team that know wrestling law. And you think it's funny, but wrestling law does deal with stuff similar to entertainment law in Hollywood. UFC probably does not have that because they're sport, they're legitimate sport. WWE is entertainment. They have the WWE films. They have the different WWE contracts, or WWE studios, I should say. They have the music group. They have all these different other subsidiaries under WWE. So we'll see how that goes, who may get released. I can guarantee you a couple things. Talent won't be affected. If anything, they might bring new talent in. Hint, hint, CM Punk. Um, they may also they're not going to touch the writing staff. You're not going to see UFC because UFC doesn't have writers. So why would you have anybody from UFC coming over for that? Now, if there are potential writing talent in UFC that say, "Hey, I want to take a stab at that," you may see some crossover, which is definitely a possibility. I feel like that's a big possibility of this transaction that's going to happen. So watch Raw tonight. Make sure that you're there. Make sure that you're watching and you're paying attention because it's the very last Monday Night Raw where Vince McMahon owns 80% of the company, and it's the last one under the McMahon family banner. It's a milestone. After 30 plus years, you know, of Monday Night Raw, after 40 years of being under Vince Jr.'s control, um, it's just, it's an 80-year legacy in the McMahon family, and now it's going corporate. I mean, it was corporate being publicly traded, but you still didn't have that feeling. So my prayers and thoughts and wishes is that Shane McMahon comes back and says he bought it out from under Endeavor. Uh, but who knows? I don't understand. I don't know. But I would have loved to see it stay in the McMahon family, but sometimes you need the business acumen behind it. So we'll see. I I will watch Monday Night Raw, and it's the end of an era. So as of tomorrow, we're going to be seeing TKO Group Holdings in effect on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's about it. We'll move on to something else.